Hello, this is Manesh Patel from Ichimoku Today is January 19, 2013. This is our weekly Ichimoku analysis for the futures market, where we cover everything from commodity futures to natural gas to crude oil to lean hogs and so forth, even lumber, which has been a nice trending product along with cocoa. Okay, so the goals of these videos, as mentioned, is to kind of find what's been trending out there and what looks like it potentially can trend by basically breaking support resistance out there. Okay, so we're going to go for every one of these products in just a moment. So our normal disclaimer is this is for education use only. We're not soliciting you to buy or sell any particular future product at all. If you decide to do so, you're doing that at your own risk. Today, charts are pretty much going to be provided by TradeStation, and the music's from Guitarro. Here are my contact details here, which is pretty much, you can email us at info@eiicapital.com. You could contact us in any of our office locations here, or you could also go to the website ichimokutrade.com, access our multiple time frame signal email alerts, along with heat maps and so forth too. Okay. So let's go and start going straight through futures, and let's go here. And if you look here, this is soybean oil. Let's do this. Let's rearrange these a little. Remember, on the left hand side is the daily chart, on the right hand side is basically the weekly chart. On this one here, this is basically in a counter trend mode right now. Next resistance it's trying to get to is about 23.28. It is at a minor resistance right now at 52, but support on this one's going to be about 49.68 moving forward. But this one's just basically consolidating right now. Had a chance to break down completely, but it didn't. Right here, it decided to do a pullback and starting to go up a little more, so it's kind of killed the bearish trend momentum moving forward. Corn here, you could see this big move up here. It looked like it was starting something. It's at a major support level right now. It's got to sit there and hold the support roughly right here, which is about 700. And it's got to break a resistance basically at 765. If it could break that resistance 765, it could get back to about 832 and then start trend upwards, but it's got a long ways before it could start doing that. If it does break down to 700, then this thing's going to go back and retest the low basically at 575, so be very careful on that one. Cocoa, this has been one of my future great trades. I love cocoa. Has been a nice trend last year, 2012, and then it's a nice little trend here that you had basically towards in 2011, 2012 kind of consolidated and did a little pullback here, as you can see. I'm hoping this year, 2013 is the year this thing's going to basically start retesting a low. Before it can, it basically needs a pullback to go up. So the resistance level we're going to be looking at this thing is basically at 2381, and the support level we're looking at on this one's going to be 2200 moving forward. Crude oil has been moving drastically in the new, and a lot of people have been talking about it. I don't know why. Even why, if you look at the weekly, this thing's just consolidating right here. It stopped at one of its minor support levels at 85, and it looks like it's going to try to keep on going up to roughly about right here, which would be roughly about 97. Looks like it's going to be its next resistance level moving forward, but I don't know why people are talking about it. This thing's just swinging, does not even start a trend. So the reward risk ratios are going to be inverted for a lot of people. Cotton really not doing anything here. Looks like it from the daily point of view, but really not doing anything at all. It's very close to this major resistance level here, about 85.55. If it breaks that level, then it's going to basically come up to about here, 81.53 right there. But it looks like it's a break on a bullish time frame, but if you look at the weekly, it's basically consolidating, and it's at a major resistance level right now and can sit there and probably stop right there. US dollar really doing nothing at all, kind of hanging around between 79, which is its support, and 81.73, which is its resistance level there. Feeder cattle, nothing really going on here. Had a trend here, started a trend here, but really not going to start a trend until this guy right here breaks the support level at 145. If it could break its support level 145 right here, and then keep on going down to at least go down to about below 140. This thing can start a trend to the downside here. If not, its resistance level is going to be basically up here, which is going to be roughly about right here, which is about 156.30. 5-year treasury bonds really doing nothing except consolidating at the top. Still very bullish in nature, still minor trend going on, but still it's just consolidating, so nothing really to talk about there. Heating oil, really nothing to talk about here. It's just consolidating, so that one's boring. Coffee, it's been a nice little trend going down here. Starbucks has been enjoying this one for sure, because it's been going down, down, down. If you can look here, this may have reached the bottom now. It's kind of between in a counter trend mode, a little minor counter trend mode, where basically resistance is going to be basically 168.20 and support's going to be about 149.57. It is at a minor resistance level now, so it's going to be interesting to see exactly what's going to happen with this one. But I think the bottom may be in for cocoa. For coffee for a little while. Doesn't mean it's not going to reestablish that and retest that low, but I think we're going to sit there at least pull back to about 160, between 160 and 168 at least, and then it'll be a true test to see exactly what's going to happen in that one. My favorite future here has been lumber. Finally decided to do a little pullback here. You could see from the charts here, it's doing a pullback. I'm not sure why. I'm not getting enough data here to look into that. But basically, it's undergoing a pullback right now. Resistance level on this guy is going to be about 400, and support on this guy is going to be roughly about, I would say, 335 moving forward. So definitely keep an eye on lumber move ahead. Here, this is basically live cattle. Big move down last week, and you look at it. What does that really mean? Really nothing. This thing just went to the bottom of the consolidation pattern. It's at a major support. Now it's going to be keys. What's it going to do? Major resistance level in the consolidation pattern was about 135. So kind of bounced off there. So it's going to be interesting to see exactly what happens with live cattle. Lean hogs really doing nothing except consolidating. It's boring, so let's just keep on going. Natural gas, a lot of people talking about it. I don't know why. It's basically getting to its major resistance level at basically right. Well, actually, it's close enough to there right now, and it's going to be interesting to see exactly what happens there. So you can see here, excuse me, this started a trend downward, consolidated, and now it's retesting its major resistance. So it'll be interesting to see exactly what happens with that one. Oats. Really not doing anything at all right now. It's at a major, trying to get to its resistance level of 365. It could hold there, start making a move down and break about 320. Can retest lows and maybe possibly start a trend, but we have to keep an eye on that one. Frozen concentrated orange juice, really nothing going on in this one, so it's not even worth talking about. Platinum, really going on, nothing going on here. Big move last week, but still. It's just in the middle of a consolidation pattern, so nothing really to talk about. Crude oil, we went through. Gasoline, here you can see it's retesting its high here right now. It's at a major resistance level right now here, which is roughly 2.82. It's going to be interesting to see exactly what happens there, but support on this one's going to be 2.4361 moving forward. Rice, if you look at it, here it started to trend and consolidating. It's at a major support right now. If it could break that support, this thing's going to start a trend downward. So I definitely would keep an eye on this guy right here and see if it can break down below 15.160. If it can, it's going to start a major trend to the downside. So that could be a great one, which has a very high reward risk ratio if it starts breaking down. Soybeans, big trend here, pulling back. It basically bounced off its major support at 1344. It's got a minor one basically, which it's at right now. A minor resistance level it's at right now. If it breaks that minor resistance level, then it could go to basically about 1568, but it's got to break that minor level. Sugar is breaking down here, starting a trend. You can see here it's still continuing to go down. This is a major one to keep an eye on. How far can it go? Well, if you shrink these charts down a little, it could sit there and go a little while. I think the next level it could sit there and go to is probably about here. Mouse today is acting up. About here, 1669, I think is the next major level this thing can go to. Or it could actually go to about here too, which is about 1764. But those are the two levels it could go to. But this is in a trend right now, so keep an eye on this guy right now. So sugar is pretty much the only one that's trending as far as the futures are concerned if you're not looking at the market indexes. Gold really doing nothing right now. It's at a major resistance level right now, and I would just give it around even number of 1700 as a resistance level, and support's basically going to be basically around 1600 off of this guy. Soybean meal, trend here. It's on a pullback right now. I kind of think the level for pullback would have been right up here, so it may have some more downside, which is about 375. And then the minor resistance levels are going to be 425, and the major one is going to be about 463 moving forward. 2-year notes, 2-year treasury notes, nothing but consolidating. 10 years, nothing but consolidating right now. 30-year, really doing nothing at all either. So these are the boring ones out there. And wheat just doing nothing here. Little trend here as far as the daily is concerned. It looks like it's at a minor resistance level. So like now, it does have potential going up to about 815, which is going to be its major resistance level. So keep an eye on this thing, maybe to keep on still going up some more to about 815, and that'll be a true test. If it breaks that, it could get to about 859. Okay, so that's it for this week. I hope you enjoy the videos. If you have any questions, you can email us at info@eiicapital.com.